This looks just terrible, man. Who made this? They should be shot. I'm not joking, it looks bad. Seedoy's on the Sven, and we got someone else whose Magic is on the Rubik all the way back in the fountain still. For some reason, should probably start moving out, although it doesn't really look like it's going to be that much of an issue. Seriously, who made this on Ember Spirit? It does not look good. Like, why would you put a gem on your head like that? Kefka? He knows that there's no sentries here. He's going to try to grab the bounty. Will fail it. And will be a mid lane Ember Spirit, actually, for the Prodota side. Now, this is both good and bad. The hero is going to be torn to shreds by the Zeus early on, even with the magic stick picked up first. And I would assume early magic wand if he can get it together. In between getting destroyed by the Zeus, he will have a lot of backup in the form of the Earth Spirit. Like right now, rolling in, Baby Knight in a little bit of trouble. Shackles, as long as they land, Baby Knight is going to be in more trouble. And now he should survive, although it's going to hurt. No, he actually gets hit twice. Orb of Venom, pretty strong. That's first blood drawn on Baby Knight. And that's what I mean. Ember Spirit, he will be poked and prodded all day long. And then at a certain point, he just says, okay, enough is enough. I'm just going to go ahead and kill you. He just hasn't actually leveled up anything. I'm not really sure. And that definitely wouldn't have helped there for sure. But or the roaming Earth Spirit. Again, it's something that the London Conspiracy side are very susceptible to. With the Zeus mid lane, and of course with the Enigma to a lesser extent. Having someone mess with your jungle is never a good thing. And Earth Spirit can do it decently versus Enigma. Not the best for sure, but he can make it happen. The Enchantress offlane is going to be under quite a bit of pressure here. This is a reason why I don't really like the Enchantress first pick, because you just jam it in there and then you're like, okay, well, we go offlane or jungle, and if you end up in a bad offlane situation like this, then you're going to get zoned out. You can't really trade effectively with the Witch Doctor, because if you start trying, then the Gyrocopter's going to start swooping in, and then you just got to leave because you can't contest with the Rocket Barrage. That's just way too much damage. It will just 100 to 0 you. So Enchantress having a maybe tough time down the line. But right now, Zeus is doing just fine his last hitting, even though he did give up first blood. Kefka having kind of a tough time, maybe once the sentries drop, but for right now, with just the Rubik and a Sven here, there's not much that the Broodmother has to worry about. Like Stormhammer into Lift Up into Fade Bolt, that's not really going to do it. Seedoy's going to find the nice pull deny, though. Pretty easily done. I'm interested to see where Beaver's going to go first. Enigma's actually gone for Midnight Pulse. Roll in is going to overshoot just a little bit. And Roger's not going to be able to get that. Yeah, Enigma picked up Midnight Pulse. Is there some weird thing you could do with Tree Destruction for stacking? Is that what this is? Because usually you don't want Midnight Pulse until super late, because it is a percentage-based spell, so it's like, oh, what's 3% of 430? It's not that much. It's probably not worth using offensively. Malphus is just so much better. Maybe it's a misskill, who knows. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to clear some trees if they get a good ambush going. Okay, man, Hammer is coming through, but, ooh, gets right out of the sentry range and does end up dodging it. It's the best Ember set? Sure, we can have, we'll agree to disagree. It looks terrible in my opinion, man. Yeah, Broodmother just getting out of the sentry range. With the Earth Spirit around, things get a lot more dangerous. Simple Telekinesis also does have knowledge that there is dust on the other end. So Rubik is going to be a little bit more fight ready. In fact, is going to get the lift up. Rolling Boulder not being used just yet. K-Man going to get hit with the rock. However, there's no more disable, but he gets shoved right back in by the Earth Spirit. Now the Broodmother's dead. One more shot from the Rubik will do it. That was very smooth from the Earth Spirit. Roll in, kick the Brood back. For the old school Earth Spirit combos there. It's going to be another kill here for the Prodota side, leading 2-0 now over London Conspiracy. And although that is very well and good, they still have to deal with the fact they're getting Outlast hit. Sven is doing okay, but he's pretty much just toe-to-toe with the enemy Gyrocopter. Rosto's having a rough time over in mid because of these bolts. Shield does not hold up well. And Baby Knight, Bolt, Arc Lightning? No, not even going to try it. Just going to grab the rune, and he should get a guaranteed one. Unless Roger decides to roll and try to steal it. He'll smash in, roll in, grab the regen rune, take a Malphus for his troubles, however. It is only level 1 Malphus, however. And that is going to be Baby Knight now out of mana. That is a great play by the Earth Spirit. Like the 3rd or 4th great play by the Earth Spirit in this particular game. He's doing some serious work roaming around, and that's what happens when you have a jungling Enigma. He's usually one of those more AFK junglers. He'll just sit back and, you know, get a mechanism for the team, something like that. It's fine to have, for sure, but as far as meeting the Ember Spirit's pressure 1-to-1, Enigma does not do that. Baby Knight is gonna, this time, dodge the Rolling Boulder and will be just fine. Yeah, but stealing the regen rune hurts, because now Baby Knight, he has to go all the way back to the base. All the way back. He does have boots, so I guess it doesn't take like forever, but still. Would have been out in the lane, would have been getting more ahead of the Ember Spirit in farm while that was happening. Instead, Ember Spirit should now take a small lead. Yes, he is going slightly in favor of LC. The Enigma, of course, is going to be usually inflating that for your team. Kefka's got to be careful. He is surrounded on all sides right now. He's dusted up as well. Lift up is there. He's going to grab a soul ring. That's not really going to help. There's a roll in. The hammer's already been used. Kefka, he's going to get boulder smashed and then dropped. Tried to get one more injection off. Not really sure if that really did much. Another kill onto this Broodmother. Again, Sven Rubik isn't much of a threat. You really do need the Earth Spirit's damage and disables just with the right clicks in order to kill off that Brood. At least kill him off super safely. Xyzdoy also working with only 1 point Stormhammer, which is actually like all the more surprising that they got that kill. 1 point Stormhammer doesn't really do a ton of damage compared to what could be a level 3 Stormhammer. Of course, the cleave is really good versus the Spiderlings, but not really helpful versus the Broodmother herself. So yeah, they got the kill even with only like level 1s in all their offensive spells, maybe a level 2 Fade Bolt at the time. Just a lot of right-click damage, and Broodmother not being able to withstand that. Being caught off in a really awkward position. 3-0 now for the Prodota side. And so far, no strike back. Baby Knight, oh, he's going to try to tango with a random Satyr here. Frosto, he's going to jump in, actually, onto Baby Knight. Lift up is there from Matchgay, and Baby Knight will fall. Beaver with his Eidolons doing what he can, but he can't do enough. Thunder God's Wrath, though, as Zeus does buy back to grab that kill. But it's a 2 for 2 so far. Baby Knight looking at Roger. He's a haster in this Earth Spirit. There's a random Enchantress creeper in the area as well. A lot of gold again going to the pockets of Prodota. At least Zeus gets something, right? At least he does get a kill. It does cost him a buyback, and now he might die again. Lift up into a rollback, into a kickback as well. Baby Knight's going to try to race here for Magic. Eat a Fairy Fire, has another bolt in just 1 second, has backup coming in as well. That's a kill on the Earth Spirit. Baby Knight's going to get jumped in, though, by the Ember. Grab the kill for the Ember, and then that should just be that. Baby Knight dying twice in however long. Now his cooldown time is actually pretty long as well. This is a dangerous mid lane situation, and this is what you really have to do going up against London Conspiracy. Sit on Baby Knight, make sure that he doesn't have a super easy time. And Zeus, even though he is doing still quite a bit of damage, is going to be not as powerful and not as much of an anchor for London Conspiracy as usual. And at this point, usually we see Jalopy starting to kick into gear with his rotations in. Like, that fight was actually pretty elongated, so a teleport into call down may or may not make the difference next time. But Gyrocopter is almost going to have to do that, because Broodmother's not been having a great time either. She can steadily split push, but up against the Sven, with maxed out cleave, by the way, and Helm of the Dominator, it's very difficult to actually split push this. Because you can hammer just for the stun, and then 2 shots to the cleave, and most of your Spiderlings are dead. And you can't really harass him because he has the extra armor from both the Warcry and the Helm, and he has backup right around the corner. There's also that, a level 5 Rubik after that mid lane engagement, and now they're going to roll in onto Kefka. They have the kickback, they got the lift up, they have the beat down. Kefka's going to turn and run the other way. I don't think he's fast enough. No, he's not. With the Warcry, they'll catch up and slay the Spider for the upteenth time. 7-3 now. Maybe looking to make it a little bit more, as Baby Knight's going to get into a fist fight here with the Ember Spirit. He has a bolt and a Thunder God's Wrath, but now the shield comes up. Baby Knight's just going to concede himself to death. He'll throw out his ultimate, but it doesn't actually do anything. TP coming in from Solon way too late. He'll throw a cask, but Ember Spirit grabs a very easy solo kill for himself, as London Conspiracy are just falling apart right now. Again, the CS is looking pretty decent for them, but this is not a good situation for them to be in regardless of that. They will take down a tower, and that is pretty nice for specifically this Gyrocopter. Got the last hit, has all of his basic items already up, and Enigma has something else up. It looks like it is going to be components to his mech. Not quite up just yet, but it shouldn't really be up by this time unless you're getting nuts out of control farm. And still, for London Conspiracy, they do have power to push, but it is not really super destructive death ball push. You just, you know, sneak a tower here and there. Which Prodota, they're getting a lot of farm on this Sven. A lot of farm on this Sven. Not really sure how much of this is actually Spiderlings, but, I mean, he has a lot of gold anyway. And of course, Ember Spirit getting a lot done after having taken a weird chip game over in the mid lane. Should be going for travels next, I would imagine. Prodota can really afford to slow this game down. Just take it really slow, get the travels, and then London Conspiracy's draft will just slowly but steadily time out. Like, they will not be effective later on. They will also lose a tower. However, they might lose an Enchantress for it. Rocket Barrage, pretty strong. Not quite strong enough. imagine the call-down missiles didn't exactly hit perfectly. And there is no Thunder God's Wrath for another 5 seconds. A little bit awkward there. Someone was spotted. Nah, he's gonna get out of there. They'll run into an Ember Spirit. Uh-oh, Solon. Gotta run into the lane, man. This is not a good place for you to be. How much vision does he have? He has 0 vision. What are you doing, Solon? What are you doing? Oh, no, he does have vision. Well, he didn't see that one coming. Magic is gonna wrap around, lift him up, and this is a dead Witch Doctor. Who's gonna get the last hit? Somehow the Ember Spirit did. Even after the Fade Bolt. Sure. That is not a good place to be. Yeah, I didn't realize that this was his Observer Ward, actually, and the Observer Ward was spotted by the Courier. If he ran down the lane, he might have had a chance there, but not a huge chance. The kill score is steadily increasing here for Prodota, and Ember Spirit aggressively is in a perfect situation where he can just straight up punish this Zeus being on the map. You see a Zeus, you jump right in on him, and once Zeus gets chained down with the shield burning, he can pop through the shield pretty quickly, but still he'll be taking a lot of damage in the process. Kefka is going to find Roger right now. If he can block the roll out, then he'll be fine. Unfortunately, can't get the hero in front. Magic A does not have any detection right now, and he's taking a lot of Spiderling damage. Fade Bolt will decrease that by quite a bit. These Spiderlings now do next to nothing. 3 damage a pop. Oh no, what a disaster. Magic A, though, still sticking around. We can see actually taking no damage from these spiders, so Fade Bolt pretty good up against the Broodmother, harassment-wise. But Kefka now is going to start making the entire enemy jungle his home. Usually a good thing. In this particular game, when you are so susceptible to being picked off, through a jump in on the Ember Spirit with Dust, or a Blink Sven now with Dust, then this is a little bit risky. Of course, you're not going to do it because there's so much upside. You get a lot of extra farm, and it is, I guess, a little bit safer. But for the most part, this is Kefka putting himself in a vulnerable spot right now to try to get just a little bit of cash. Magic A, he is going to be walking right by a couple spiders. He is none the wiser. He does have a lot of backup there. Seedoy's Blink Dagger, I don't think was spotted yet. It may have been spotted by this Dire Observer Ward. Would have been close. Seedoy is going to jump in. Actually, he's going to find Solon. No black hole here. Enigma already down. However, Roger also going to fall as Jalopy just letting loose. Rocket Barrage again. However, the creeps are going to come in from the side and actually dispel that pretty well. Now Baby Knight's going to arrive. Throws a bolt here and there, but Seedoy is not to be tangled with, although a lot of magic damage now as they do turn around. Centaur Stomp. Is that Enchantress's? It is. Is going to slow down Baby Knight just a little bit, but he does have a haste and you can't slow this guy down forever. They're going to change their mind instead, try to go for the Ember Spirit. He's going to put himself in a corner, try to teleport out. Bolt from long range, not going to happen. Baby Knight runs out of haste. And that's just a 3 for 2. As London Conspiracy lose way too many heroes in that engagement, that Enigma did not see that Blink Dagger coming. I think got Mechanism after he died, so couldn't really pop that. You can see Zeus also arriving just a little bit late to that party. Both sides thought they had the jump, but it was Prodota to jump in just a little bit earlier and lock down the London Conspiracy side. Now for LC, they do see a pretty big stack on the enemy end. They do have a Gyrocopter as well, so it is possible that London Conspiracy recover, even excel in this game just by stealing that, but they have to not lose Baby Knight right now. The cast goes wide, over towards the Ember Spirit. Baby Knight now hit with the Magetize. Gonna try to turn around and do some damage. They will land a stun to the Ember Spirit. It's only a little one though. Mechanism, gonna keep everyone healthy. And looks like Malphus was stolen by the Rubik. Not something fantastic though. They'll walk right into a Gyrocopter. That's about it. However, one missile gonna land, a couple Rocket Barrage shots, but a Boulder Smash is gonna stun 4. And that's gonna keep everyone safe. This Earth Spirit has been playing out of his skull. So many stunned heroes, so many kills, so much roam. And that's just brick walling London Conspiracy side. They will push down this bottom lane tower just a bit. But Ember Spirit now with these travels, I mean, of course he doesn't have Battle Fury yet, but he will at least stop this Broodmother from doing her shenanigans. And Kefka's opportunities in this game are becoming more and more slim. Especially if Frosto actually gets some Spiderling barbecue going. Look at all that free money. Feels good if you're the Ember Spirit, especially if you're an Ember Spirit with a jump out, which he does. Again, there's not really that much to deal with this Ember Spirit except for a black hole, which we have yet to see from Beaver. And Seedoy is actually going to find his stack pretty quickly. God Strength, level 4 cleave, only 1 point in the hammer still. Doesn't really matter, man. He is filthy rich. Blink Dagger, Helm of the Dominator is more than enough on a spend for 14 minutes in. Plus he has an Ogre Club going to what I assume is going to be a BKB. Might just be an SNY, honestly. Like, BKB up against London Conspiracy is good, but it's not really a huge necessity. LC don't really have that much going for them. The farm that the Gyrocopter has right now is kind of pale in comparison to the enemy side. The Broodmother just isn't in a good position in this game, and the Zeus has been killed off one too many times. The London Conspiracy, they will need to scrape together a miraculous fight, which is very difficult for them to do, especially if they lose another hero here. Shield goes up, Spiderling's gonna roast. Oh, the micro, or lack thereof. Only lose 2 Spiderlings, not a big deal. Roger gonna roll in, miss, Dust will hit. I don't think they see him. Oh, they do see him actually, but he's in the trees. They have to jump in. Spirit gonna be deployed as the TP is canceled. K-Man, Kefka is going to time out the Dust. There is no more detection here. Is there any more detection here? There is another Dust, but I don't think they're gonna try it. So yeah, space created, I suppose, but space created for what? Not that much. A little bit of rotation now up towards the top lane. Enigma is gonna look to join this game as he's been AFK jungling. There's really not much upside. If London Conspiracy were even at this point, this is where Enigma would be like the most powerful hero in the game. You jump in out of nowhere with the mechanism, land a black hole, or at least threaten with the black hole, and you're good to go. But as it stands right now, like, because he's behind, because he's so prone to be initiated upon by the Earth Spirit or the Sven, maybe even both, this Enigma is just a giant meat sack, and meat sack who might get jumped right now, spotted by a Vision Ward. Seedoy blink forward, hammer onto Beaver. The Rolling Boulder will overshoot just a little bit, but everyone's going to get stunned and silenced in the backlines. Roger is going to cut off the retreat, and of course cut off the reinforcements. Baby Knight now in a little bit of trouble. Seedoy just going to town with the God Strength. Solan's going to do what he can with the ultimate. That's not going to do it either. That's an easy 3 kill for Prodota as Roger grabs a well-deserved double kill off of that. I mean, you have the Enigma in your sights, the backup right around the corner, but you stun and silence both of those backup heroes. This is a tower at least. The top lane Jalopy is doing what he can up towards this top tier 2, but the Rolling Boulder in is going to be, well, dodged, but the Boulder Smash will not. Silenced as well. Gyrocopter's going to try to teleport out. Chains immediately there. Jalopy's going to die here. The call down will just do a marginal amount of damage. Kefka's again doing what he can down towards bottom, but what he can do is not that much. Seedoy's already claimed his tower. The bottom lane tower is going to fall in exchange. But London Conspiracy are getting way too far behind in this game in order to try to get into a position to win it. The Golden experience isn't like that bad right now. It's just the fact that they have farm on like heroes that aren't relevant right now. Like we see Broodmother in 2nd place for London Conspiracy, but Broodmother, even with all his farm, is not going to be a super relevant hero. Same thing as the Gyrocopter. Like we saw how easy it was for them to pick him off. Until he gets a BKB, it will always be that easy. And even then, I mean, I don't even know if BKB is the build. They protect you up against the Earth Spirit, and you have to do that, but Sven's gone for like a pure right-clicking carry build. The Ember Spirit is going to have a lot of physical damage. The Enchantress has the Impetus. Like, there's so much that is just going to kill you no matter what. LC, they kind of have to do something like this, sneak Roshan. It almost seems like if they don't take this Roshan, they might just straight up lose the game or just decide to leave the game. There's not much that's going well for them. Proto just have to keep up this pressure. Have Seedoy always bounce around with that Blink Dagger looking for these pickoffs. He has the BKB now. They find Roger with the Orchid. Spiderlings are not grouped up, however, so not much damage being done, and now the Orchid is revealed. Broodmother's still locking down this area pretty hard, so everywhere Prodota goes, they will most likely be spotted by some sort of spider. Oh, Centaurs, no. Not like this. Everyone on London Conspiracy, they're looking at Roshan, or at least trying to hold it. Jalopy's clearing out a tiny stack. That's his S and Y, if you can get most of these right clicks in, but Prodota, they don't know about it, but they do know that something's going on here. So will they actually decide to roll in? Sentry's going to reveal a couple spiders here and there. But again, Prodota don't really have much of a rush right now. They can just sit back with all their guys and farm up. Blink Dagger on the Rubik. Aghanim Scepter on Enchantress. Damage on the Ember Spirit. Damage on the Sven. Rolling Boulder in. And it's going to see Kefka. They do smash him and lands. But no follow-up. Dust kind of wasted, but for London Conspiracy, this was 5 heroes in order to clear off a stack of Ancients. Not bad, I guess, but the Sven did that by himself. Just saying. Just saying, Gyrocopter, Sven can do it. Not looking good here. Solon especially. Jump forward from the Ember Spirit, chains. Double damage rune even. Okay, Solon's just screwed. He doesn't even have to spend mana to get this kill. He will. And A very dead Witch Doctor. Look at that cask value, though. Cask going to be stolen by Rubik. Yet another one for Prodota. They are getting very far ahead. Like, frighteningly so. Again, this is kind of deceptive. The 4K, 3K gold lead is usually not going to be like that bad, but we can see all this gold doing nothing for the London Conspiracy side. Like, nice Orchid, bro. Doesn't do anything when you're just straight up dead. Same thing as the Zeus. Gyrocopter's getting there. BKB is right around the corner for him. That will give them at least a chance. Land a BKB, call down, land a black hole. You never know what you can do after that happens. So on the Conspiracy, they will have the Enigma kind of fallback plan. Of course, you don't really want to rely on that, especially when Kefka's going to get jumped, silence out, so there's no hammer. He's going to dodge the rolling boulder. Boulder smash, though, should be coming soon. Just lift up first. Silence is there on Kefka as well, and he is doomed to fall right now. A couple more swings. That'll be it. Rubik's going to grab that kill. The chain stun with the cask is real. Spiderlings will retreat successfully for the most part. Unless sentry range, gotta watch out. The London Conspiracy are just bleeding heroes right now. To their credit, they are keeping up decently in farm. Jalopy especially, getting the BKB is a godsend for the London Conspiracy side. But again, woof, woof, woof. It all pales in comparison. They will need to have something massive happen. Like a massive fight where everyone barely survives. Get a Death Ward with the Black Hole. Get these combos going. Get the kill on an Ember Spear for free. They'll drop a Death Ward. Chains to cancel it. Jump away. Yeah, Death Ward now down the tubes. Didn't even have to cancel it. Like, you can just jump away as the Ember Spirit. But he decided to cancel it with the chains just to be, just to style on him a little bit. London Conspiracy. What did they actually do now? Is there anything that they could actually do here that's assertive? I mean, they could try to sneak Roshan, but up against these blinkers on PD, I don't think that'll really work. They're not out farming the Sven. That's not gonna happen. Dude is huge and is about to get bigger. Time to get some damage for Seedoi. Is it crit time? It doesn't even have to be crit time, really. The guy just wants the one Storm Hammer for value. It's Moonshard time. Okay, that'll get it done. Got God Strength. Why do you need more damage? Roshan is being sneaked in the meantime. Snuck in the meantime? Roger, he's right around the corner. Earth Spirit's been playing pretty baller so far. Boulder smash in. Gonna see a couple, but the silence is gonna keep him from jumping in. That's gonna guarantee the Aegis. And that might get a little bit of extra damage here on the Earth Spirit. He'll roll away for sure. Oh, Magnetize is going to land to everyone. He's actually going to get torn to shreds by the Spiderlings. He's just dead. Suda's going to jump in on the Enigma in the meantime, though. Tear him apart as well. Now London Conspiracy, they have the high ground. It's over, Anakin. Oh, but they're just going to bust right up the high ground. They don't care. Baby Knight's going to try to teleport away. There's chains waiting for him. Now the Zeus is dead. Rip in pieces. That's 2 kills. They can't find Kefka. That will mean that he survives, but Earth Spirit for 2, already a great trade for Prodota. Yes, the London Conspiracy side do grab the Aegis. They do walk away with the Aegis intact. But again, what can they actually do with it? Not that much. Magic A might get picked off here, actually. Oh no, there's Invis on the Rubik. He's going to glimmer himself out of here. And now Kefka's revealed by the dust. If they get a lift off, he's dead. They can't quite make it stick. And now Seedoi, oh, he's going to blink in as well, but he overshot. They fade bolt him just to show him what's what. And then Kefka's going to leave. The Magic A. Glimmer Cape, man. Glimmer Cape keeping him alive. Soon the Enchantress is going to have an Ag, so usually source of damage you could deal with is going to be something that you can't really deal with. The Ags, of course, makes you do more damage in general, but I think perhaps more importantly than that is the fact that Ags on Enchantress just gives her health. Like, there are 2 components in Aghanim Scepter that are relevant, Point Booster and Ogre Club. And just keep yourself alive as an Enchantress and you'll be doing a lot more damage. So, big items coming up in the Prodota side. I didn't really see Seedoi kill off that Enigma, but I can't imagine it took very long. Blink in, hammer, doesn't do a lot of damage because, you know, level 1 hammer. 75 magic damage, whatever. But when you're hitting for, you know, twice in a second, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, especially when it's on Jalopy right now. BKB is going to have to be popped. He'll live, yes, but oh, Jesus. That's a lot of damage. Nice BKB, bro. That's his 10-second BKB charge in order to get out from a split pushing position just so his team gets some farm. Beaver now is a Blink Dagger, so I guess the Black Hole dream is real. But you can land the best Black Hole in the world. You have to land it on the Rubik. At least. I mean, Rubik Sven would be ideal. But even then, Ember Spirit can cancel it. There's so many ways for Prodota to cancel or punish a black hole. So I think, like, if this Enigma was... Oh, Kefka's dead again. Feels bad. No, he's not. Sleight of Fist, not going to do it. Boulder Smash will, though. Roger's probably going to get bolted down to get killed. No, not quite enough damage, actually. Baby Knight needs one more bolt. This missile should kill him off, actually. One more Arc Lightning. He's going to roll away. Oh, is he going to live? With the Urn Charge, he is going to live. Bolt is going to be nowhere close. The missile's still coming. And it's going to be close. It stuns him. He's dead. Got him. Got the Earth Spirit, but lost a tower for it. Not worth the trade. Seedoi is going to pop God Strength. The rest of his God Strength, actually. Go to town to tier 3. There was a tier 3 here, I think. I'm not really sure. I don't think there was. I think there was nothing there when they came in. Beaver needs the miraculous black hole. But again, London Conspiracy, even with that, I'm not sure if they have enough damage to kill off any of these heroes in the black hole. Like, you can flat cannon them, but Jalopy at the end of the day only has a Yasha offensively. This is a real good offensive item. And now Beaver, well, smoke is going to be dispelled. We can see Prodota sitting very offensively in. Even with Seedoi not having God Strength, they see Soul, and that's good enough. Lift him back into a hammer and just beat him down. Black hole onto 3. Whoop-de-doo. Where's the damage? Onto Magic A first. Incapacitating Bite doing its work. Seedoi gonna pop the BKB now and just go to town onto Beaver. But no, he's actually taking a lot of damage himself by Kefka. Now he's gonna run to Jalopy. That should be a dead Sven. They'll kill him off. Double kill for the Broodmother. Now they're looking to chase down a couple more Enchantress. Spotted with the missile. And she does not have a TP. She also has a gem. There's an Invis rune there. They're going to jump in. Boulder Smash going to give her a little bit of extra cover. The missile. Is there any damage? There's a bolt from Baby Knight. They grab the Enchantress kill. They grab the gem. And London Conspiracy get a truck ton of cash off of that one. That Sven took a lot more damage than I really thought. It was, I guess, the Broodmother just doing it. The ultimate still gives you that plus 90 damage. That's not bad at all. Plus being able to freely right-click. Sven probably did not have Warcry active there. Otherwise, like, no one would have died in that. Like, even the Rubik may have survived just given the armor. Maybe not. It would have been close, but yeah, Warcry definitely wasn't active. So London Conspiracy gets something off of the first black hole in the game. It turns out black hole is a pretty good skill. Turns out that's the case. Of course, Ember Spirit was nowhere near there. The Earth Spirit was very far away and couldn't really reinforce that. So that was Prodota with only 3 heroes versus London Conspiracy's 4, 5? Versus London Conspiracy's a lot of heroes. It was 4 because they lost the Witch Doctor. So yeah, getting numbers advantage in those situations, I mean, it's great for London Conspiracy for sure, but it's also very easily avoidable next time by Prodota. Just make sure everyone's together. Very easy. Very, very easy. Make sure Enchantress has a creep so that the Ember Spirit can teleport to it. That way he can be split pushing, defending against the Broodmother, and then still join the fray. I guess you could just enchant a creep. Like, there you go. This is an Ember Spirit teleport stick now. Gyrocopter. Oh no, Gyro's in so much trouble. Run. Okay, they're not going to get fooled. They see the Manta style, even though it's, these are Manta style illusions. Okay. Alright, so Prodota are like, enough of this shit. You guys don't have a black hole. We have a giant Sven. And we're just going to start chipping at your axes. Although Seedoi glimmered out, already down to half HP. That's sitting in the Midnight Pulse for you. Is it maxed out at this point? It is. See, now at this point, 30 minutes in, Midnight Pulse is like OP as hell. 5% damage a second. What's the damage we have? That's, yeah. 5% is quite a bit. So, yeah, that's 100 DPS on the Sven, which is, like, by far the most. But 100 DPS for, how long does this last? 11 seconds? If you can get him to stick there, that's why Enigma is always that never give up, never surrender hero. Because you never know, man. You never know when a Midnight Pulse and a Black Hole is going to land. And that can win you a fight, win a couple of those, and, you know, maybe you have a couple more items in the Gyrocopter, get a Butterfly up, get an MKB up straight after. Again, you never know. It's just so hard to make that happen. It's so, so difficult. Because you could just very easily give the Black Hole over to the Rubik. By the way, guys, get an Aghanim Scepter on Black Hole. Make it do a secondary damage source from Midnight Pulse. So you get Midnight Pulse and Black Hole Midnight Pulse. I don't know if it's called something, because I've actually never seen Enigma get it, ever. But in theory, man, in theory, not even in theory, he needs a BKB right now, and he's probably building it. Yes, he is. So yeah, BKB would be pretty sweet. Oh, that's a lot of cash. Whew, baby. That feels so good with your Ember Spirit. Like one sleight of fist to get all that gold, and you just like hear the gold coins planking in. And you don't even lose any momentum in the meantime. He'll sleight of fist, he'll leave. Easy peasy. London Conspiracy are holding. Hold, baby. Hold the baby. And Prodota's net worth lead is kind of stagnating. Again, it's very remarkable that London Conspiracy are able to keep up this amount of farm given that many. Okay, man. Got him with the Thunder God's Wrath. Baby Knight's gonna steal it. You know, classic Zeus play, stealing the kill there. But again, very admirable to see London Conspiracy keeping even in farm up against so many threats. Like Ember Spirit is a threat, Sven is a threat. They can all just jump in and kill you. But still, London Conspiracy not really super scared about that. Although maybe they should be. 1, 2, 3 dead. Oh well, they also lost the Zeus there, my bad. And up towards top lane, Beaver. Well, he's gonna get into a fight now with Prosto. Black Hole, take no prisoners, take no chances. That's an Ember Spirit down. But now the backup is coming in. Beaver's gonna leave. Jalopy should leave as well. And they have to defend their Raxes. Seedoy has God Strength popped for a little while. Range Rax is down. Should be able to get away without taking any melee Rax damage. Although they may want to reinitiate. They have a Blink Hammer. They know that there's 2 heroes dead on the other side with no Black Hole. Now's the time to do it if there ever was one. They see Jalopy as well. Bad spot for him to be. He'll manage to style, buy himself a little bit extra time. Beaver is going to arrive. Malefice with the Rocket Barrage. Seedoy taking quite a bit of damage. Call down is now here. They'll slow him down even further. Seedoy's running along with Jalopy. Not a good place for this Sven to be. Now isolated from his teammates. He's going to fall. That's a big kill over towards bottom lane. K-Man. Did Magnetize just miss? No, it only hit onto the Broodmother. She is dusted up right now, and she is running for all she's worth. There's a Boulder Smash. Not dodgeable. 2 Impetus shots. Dead Spiderling. Dead Broodmother, actually. That's not a Spiderling. But Sven going down again. That's so much gold for London Conspiracy. Even after losing the range Raxes, which is the cost of that. Like, it's not going to be for free. They lose the Zeus, they lose the Witch Doctor, but they gain, eventually, the Sven and the Ember Spirit. And these are the heroes that they have to look at. These are the heroes that you actually have to kill. So London Conspiracy, again, behind, and their heroes, in theory, should be falling off, but dropping a Black Hole, I mean, you could say that, oh, we should probably save it for a team fight, but again, until you have a BKB, the odds of that working out astronomically low. Once you do have a BKB, you still might just get killed off by Enchantress, or you can still steal spells even if the enemy is BKB'd. Pierces spell immunity, yes. So get your kills, man. Get your guaranteed kills whenever you can find them. And hope to God that the Prodota side don't punish you while that's cooling down. Because the cooldown on a Black Hole is quite large. Takes forever to come back. Taking a quick item check here. Ember Spirit and Sven. Pretty much going for the same items. Both going for cleave, right? Both going for crit. Same hero confirmed. Got the Enchantress with that Aghanim Scepter. A little bit of extra range. 870 with the Dragonlance. Fair and balanced attack range there. Again, London Conspiracy don't really have any great heroes to jump into the backlines and kill an Enchantress. Not any longer. Not once she has 1500 HP. Like, maybe the Zeus can make her scared, but Zeus can't do 1500 HP worth of damage. That's just not going to happen. Those are 3 damaging threats, plus the damage and disruption of the Ember Spirit, plus Rubric now with initiation with the Blink Dagger. Even though London Conspiracy are fighting back remarkably well, they are leaning almost 100% on having a Black Hole land. And should an Aegis be picked up on Prodota's side, and it looks like they should be able to get it without much of an issue, then having a Black Hole land, I mean, they could shrug that one off pretty easily. Whoever has the Aegis, I would assume it's the Ember Spirit. You know, take the Black Hole damage, no big deal. Pop right back up, start killing things. And unless there's a Midnight Pulse there, I don't think it's going to be enough to, you know, kill off everyone in the duration of that Black Hole. It's always so funny to me how, like, early on, Midnight Pulse is the shittiest spell in the world. But now in this stage, like, the most important asset, damage-wise, that only Conspiracy have, is a Midnight Pulse, and hoping that the enemies stay in it. Maybe I'm over talking up Midnight Pulse just a little bit too much, that there's a very high chance of that being the case. But, yeah. You guys will see the power of Midnight Pulse, let me tell you. Go, Spiderlings. Battle of the Ages right now. Kefka's gonna cheat. Oh! Got him. The London Conspiracy, they are aware that the Roche is up. Beaver is walking around with a gem. So these sentries should be taken out shortly, although he's out of range right now. Kind of awkward. Prodota, they should know about the... They do know about the Roshan as well. And this poor creep is not going to see this one coming. No, range creep, why? Turned coat and then died. Alright, so this is the all or nothing play by London Conspiracy. Not sure if Baby Knight's positioning is really where he wants to be right now, but Jalopy can clear this one out pretty safely by himself. No lifesteal on this Gyrocopter actually, so it is going to take a little bit of damage for him. Top lane's being pushed by Ember Spirit all the while. Should be able to take down this tower, and it is almost dead already, so yeah, that's a pretty easy gain. Enchantress is ready to go in as well. Smoke is going to dissipate soon. London Conspiracy don't have enough sustain on this Gyro, really. If he had Helm of the Dominator, or hell, even just a Morbid Mask, this would be a cakewalk. But he doesn't. Now top lane is really just knocking on the front door. Someone has to deal with this. Ember Spirit can continuously push this one out, but London Conspiracy don't really have the luxury of being able to set up shop there with the Broodmother. She's already really committed to this bottom lane. It's too late for her to switch, and you have to set up a web network all the way from here to top lane. That takes way too long. Looks like Prodota, they're still split pushing. They're not going to contest Roche at all, which is pretty surprising. Now we have the Aegis. Now we have London Conspiracy being able to reconsolidate in their base and not lose any structures outside of that tier 2. It ends up being the pretty classic tier 2 for Roshan trade. Oh no. Okay, that feels bad. So much cash. Ember Spirit can't fully kill it off yet, but maybe it just has to be a little bit luckier with that cleave angle. The cleave angles. They're random, I believe, in the Sleight of Fist.
Come on, sprites.
So yeah, he's probably actually able to build up like an Eye of Scotty now. He's not going to. It looks like it's going to be MKB, prepare against that Gyrocopter Butterfly. But yeah, I wouldn't mind to see Proto just get a little bit of extra bulk. Like along those lines, does Seedoy have his Daedalus? Oh, he has an MKB as well. So yeah, MKB over Daedalus here. And then get Satanic or something like that. Like I kind of want to just see the bulk, because then London Conspiracy's damage output is going to really pale in comparison. They will really struggle to kill off a Sven with the Satanic. Even if he doesn't get a chance to activate it, like having that extra health is huge. Seedoy, however, is going to run by a couple of Spiderlings. Will cleave through them. There's a lot of backup in the area. Does Kefka know about this, though? Gem check. There's a Satchel of Dust. That's it. And everyone else should fall back. Again, game is not over yet. London Conspiracy are holding even. Of course, the big question is always, we're even, great. How do we get into a winning position? As I always say, not losing is not the same as winning. And right now, London Conspiracy are doing a great job at not losing. But they are not doing a great job at winning. In order to do that, they really do need, I think, more items in this Enigma. Like, he needs either like an Octarine or a Refresher Orb or something. Just get a little bit more uptime on the threat of Black Hole. Or get a big damage item on the Gyrocopter, something with a Demon Edge. Then he'll be in a much better position. Just, you know, flat cannon everyone down at the same time. Get a Aghanim Scepter on Witch Doctor. Probably not going to be happening since it's 37 minutes and he just picks up Power Treads. So, yeah, that's asking a lot. Even get Broodmother to have something like a Basher or an MKB of her own. You know, something along those lines. But, you know, while that's happening, Prodota are going to be building up their own items as well. Satanic, Daedalus, Travels. Sven is actually kind of getting close to topped out. BKB also is pretty long on him still. Enchantress doesn't really do that much extra damage. She could get attack speed, but damage-wise, she's pretty much done. Moon Shards on her actually won't be too terrible. On the Conspiracy, they're going to smoke up once again. Stake out the enemy jungle. So far, this has been, you know, where most heroes have been. Oh, the trap. It's set. Frosto, does he have a jump out? He does. All the way up to top lane. But hey, now Travels are down, and London Conspiracy know about that. So you might as well push this tower. You're already there. Go for it, man. Not exactly a perfectly laid trap by London Conspiracy. But it's something. Can they get a free tower? Maybe they'll force Proto to fall back. Prodota are just making a beeline, however, for top Raxes? No, just for a vision. The Ember Spirit has to walk back, and he is doing just that. But LC get a free tower. Again, not nothing. At this point, beggars can't be choosers. But one bad fight is all it takes for London Conspiracy to just drop out of this game. Kind of feels bad for them. Do have the Thunder God's Wrath on the lower cooldown now. Pretty manageable minute. Now Zeus just needs some extra damage. Someone needs a Veil, or needs an Aghanim Scepter or something. Zeus's damage output is amplified by the 8th lens, but 8% is not something to write home about. I mean, I guess when you're hitting so many people, I don't know if... Does it work with static field? It does say more spell damage output. I'm not actually sure if that works. Do you guys know if static field gets amplified by 8th lens? It should. Which is actually pretty sick. I mean, it only does like an additional 1% of damage, but 1% of their max health is a lot, as I said before with that Midnight Pulse. So London Conspiracy do have the percentage games. You never know. Man, so much London Conspiracy's game plan right now is like, if we do this. That's such a big if every single time. It's like, if we land the black hole, man, we can take this. Like, yeah, that is true. That's normally true. But it's looking more grim as time passes. Enigma's 3,300 gold. Free tier 2 tower here for Prodota. Smack it down. Thunder God's Wrath again to scout. Will mostly be nullified by this Enchantress heal. And by mostly, I mean completely. And now it's time to look for that pick off. Maybe bust up this high ground. Broodmother thinks she's safe. There's no web here. Sleight of Fist. Oof, a lot of gold. Do Prodota want to brute force this one? I do think they probably can, but they know that by doing so, they're opening themselves up to a black hole. Plus, there's split push going on up towards top lane. Ember Spirit will very quickly deal with that. Jalopy just needs to keep buying items, I think. I mean, buyback is good, but it almost seems like a second life. Even if you do come back, there's not really going to be that much backup for you there, so you might as well just put everything into that first fight. Can't buy a Satanic or any useful item right now, so you know it makes sense for him to not spend his 3,400. But once you can actually buy a full item with this, then yes, you go for it, I think. Because Gyrocopter needs to be doing damage to the Enchantress. He needs to be the one scaring the Enchantress, the Earth Spirit, and the Rubik off, so that Ember and Sven don't have backup. And that's a lot to ask for just one hero. But Gyrocopter's a fair and balanced hero, guys, so he could make it happen. That's what Gyrocopter does. It's so baffling to me that after like 4 patches or something like that, we still have Gyrocopter getting picked up so super highly and getting to these stages of the game. I do think that Ice Frog kind of messed up with Gyrocopter. So the concept of this hero is not good. Oh, they're going to jump in, get a lift up on the Beaver. He has a BKB, but it's not going to come up in time before he dies in 2 shots. Jalopy's doing a lot of damage here to Magic Camp, but they lost the True Sight because it was held by the Enigma. Now they lost 2. Enigma's going to be forced to buy out right now. They're going to roll in, looking for a little bit more blood onto Jalopy. He's going to survive for a little while longer as the BKB now popped on the Broodmother. Going to shove the Enchantress away, but Jalopy's damage output is none right now. He can't find any targets. Enigma's going to charge in. They see a couple, but Searing Chain's going to stall them up one more time, and everyone else in Prodota is going to leave. That was a massive engagement for Prodota. They kill off the Enigma. Yes, force a buyback. Their other kills are, I mean, Witch Doctor. Who cares? He's doomed to fall anyway. They pull out a BKB charge of the Gyrocopter, and ultimately, they don't really commit all that much. A God Strength, a couple of right clicks, and Magnetize. These are not huge assets for the Prodota side. Whereas buyback on the Enigma, it is. If you don't buy back there, your team most likely gets routed. So buying back was the correct decision, and even after the end result, still is the right decision, even with hindsight. For Prodota, they take a nice clean edge. Seeroy, Blink, Hammer, 2 shots to kill off an Enigma. He's going to bulk up a little bit with an Ultimate Orb, but that might mean that 2 shots turns into 2.5 shots. And Beaver's once again going to get jumped. Oh, Enigma's dead. Okay, this might be game. Beaver just wanted to fall back. He just wanted his Ultimate Orb, guys. All he wanted out of life. But now, the doors are wide open. With no Enigma, London Conspiracy actually need a miracle. They need Jalopy to, like, dodge a Stormhammer. A one-man Stormhammer with the BKB, and then kill everyone. Now, they also need Baby Knight not to get with the... Oh, no, this is not good. He's gonna not get hit with Hammer, though, because they have no True Sight, actually. And now Thunder God's Wrath. Zeroi's trapped in the enemy base. Death Ward is there. Seedoy is gonna die to the Death Ward. Looks like Divine Intervention is, in fact, the name of the game, because Sven was not supposed to die there. London Conspiracy cannot chase down for any more of these kills. In fact, Boulder Smash is there. Kefka dropping down to half HP, but Zeus, he's doing a lot of damage, and they're gonna find eyes on Roger. Glimmer Cape not gonna hold up. Dust, and then the kill with the Bolt. And Sven's down, Earth Spirit's down. London Conspiracy take no damage on their structures. I said they needed a miracle, and I don't know what gods, if any, they believe in, but like seems like all the gods from all the pantheons in all the world, they came together and they gave London Conspiracy that miracle. They made Sven go into the enemy base by himself. I don't know what possessed Seedoy to do that. Again, it has to be Divine Intervention. But if you just stick with your team and slowly and steadily take down these Raxes, you at least get this one. At least. You probably get a little bit more. It was probably the Glimmer Cape on Baby Knight, honestly, that threw him off. Like, you throw a hammer onto a Zeus, you charge at him, you have vision of him, throw a hammer, I mean, you don't expect the Glimmer to kick in and then the hammer to miss. Like, what? So, yeah, Zeus is... Maybe that is what threw him off the most, but either way, Sven... walking into his doom. Now Roshan respawns. Dude, the gods place some pretty serious bets on London Conspiracy right now. They're concerned about their rares. This is gonna be an easy Aegis and Cheese. Baby Knight's doing some serious damage as well. He has a Sheep Stick on the way. Not sure what Enigma's building towards. Probably not gonna be up for a very long time, but man, it's thought that counts. Ember Spirit right around the corner. If you want to jump in, Bolt. He's no Blink Dagger. Now he has to be a little bit careful. He'll get another Sleight of Fist. See a very weakened Broodmother. She will have a web and a Blink Out. She'll be fine. Another Sleight of Fist. Baby Knight is really scared right now. He's going to try to Glimmer TP. And it should work, unless he gets critted. Nope. Everyone's going to live here for London Conspiracy. Everyone's fine. Nobody panic. Level 2 Death Ward. If Solon can get an Aghanim Scepter, that will be huge. That will make a free pick-off hero turn into an actual threat. That means that Prodota have to save that much more for that hero. Something to cancel the channeling, or at least hold the Warcry until you see that Death Ward. Death Ward gets brickwalled pretty hard by Warcry. 20 armor versus this is no joke. It's like 105 damage turns into like 30 damage a pop. Like, oh, a couple of creeps are hitting me. Oh no, what a disaster. Oh, Enchantress is going to grab an MKB actually. I guess that's one way of increasing your damage output. Usually it's all about that impetus, but I guess you're still attacking, so get that true hit as well. True Strike? True Strike. Jalopy, Boulder Smash will be dodged. Jump in from Seedoy, however, where's the backup? Black Hole is there, and it's going to be stolen immediately afterwards by the Rubik, and drop a Black Hole of his own. Death Ward is being fired off from the top line by Solon, though. Seedoy's still swinging. That's going to be the Gyrocopter down for the first life. Roger's going to try to leave out there with the Rolling Boulder. He'll do just that. Jalopy's still in the corner, still looking for a target to fire at. Cheese pop now by Kefka. He's going to try to go for the Ember Spirit, but another Rolling Boulder is going to fly through, and Kefka's taking way too much damage from this Enchantress right now. He will get into the fog, and he will be fine. Missile flying in, going towards that Ember Spirit right now. Baby Knight going to charge the front. He's looking for this Ember. Missile's coming in. Roger's going to, again, slow down Solon. Everyone in Prodota is escaping right now. Baby Knight's going to drop what he can into Proto, but it's not enough. As London Conspiracy use the Black Hole, I guess both sides use the Black Hole. It is one casualty on the Enigma plus the Aegis, but it's also the Cheese, and Prodota miraculously don't lose anybody. That was some team fight. That was some escape from the Sven. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Like, if you just get a Satanic or something like that, any sort of survivability item, then you find yourself with more situations like that, where the enemies will just be unable to kill you because their damage output simply is not high enough. London Conspiracy, like, I mean, that was a pretty decent Black Hole for sure, but that's why you pick up Rubik, right? I mean, I guess Enchantress picked up into Rubik, so it's sketchy to see that in the first place. No Black Hole on either side. Prodota do not need a Black Hole to push. All they need is God Strength. Let's see what Divine Intervention London Conspiracy can get themselves into right now. Because one Bolt and Arc Lightning did that much damage. Yeah, gotta remember, Static Field. He is OP as hell. Definitely another underrated passive skill. I'm going to call Midnight Pulse passive. I'm gonna call that.
I'll take that.
We'll call it a passive effect, not a passive skill. 29-15, and the game is still not over. Up towards top lane, they're looking at the Ember Spirit. They have an Orchid, and they can't find him. He's gonna jump down. Oh man, if Orchid landed there, that probably... Does he have a Manta style? Yeah, he does. It doesn't work like that. Sheepstick is coming up on Zeus, so you know, maybe next time they'll be able to make that happen. The missile doesn't... The missile's not fooled. You cannot fool the missile. Because, you know, he's Ember Spirit, and it's a heat-seeking missile, so once it sees the Ember Spirit, it's gonna get you. Bottom lane being pushed now. The Witch Doctor's gone for a Force Staff. Keep yourself safe versus the Sven. Keep your allies safe versus Sven, perhaps more importantly. But when one Sleight of Fist does this to you, like, I'm not sure if you're going to be in range to cast Force Staff, honestly. The range is decent, for sure, but, like, he was just dropped 2/3 of his HP by one attack from the Ember Spirit. Doesn't really feel good. Prosto's still scouting. He's going to run to Beaver. Black Hole immediately should get the kill. He's going to blink away instead. And now there's no blink onto Beaver. He's in a lot of trouble. He's going to BKB TP away. There's an MKB here. Oh, but he's actually trapped by trees. Trees forming a pretty decent wall there for the Enigma, and he will escape. Couple of shots there, and Ember Spirit doesn't have a ton of attack speed, but at least he has a chance of getting that kill. I can't believe LC still have yet to lose a melee Rax. It is just baffling to me. They're still like holding really strong. The experience lead is actually being curtailed a little bit. London Conspiracy are taking the lead slowly but surely there. That's not relevant, but oh jeez. This is risky to say the least. Okay, so don't get hit with the black hole, man. That would be bad. The good thing is for London Conspiracy is the fact that the Ember Spirit has a Divine Rapier. If the Gyrocopter is somehow is going to be able to grab that, then that's going to be absolutely massive. Because you got to remember that there is a Sheepstick coming up on Zeus. He has... Oh, no, it's a Shiva's. Never mind. I mean, Shiva's is fantastic up against Prodota, for sure. But against Divine Rapier, you need that initiation. And right now, it has to be a black hole. And it's probably going to be a one-person black hole. Oh, what are you doing there, Earth Spirit? Have a taste of Midnight Pulse, bro. Dead. Although, also, all the Spiderlings are dead. Bottom lane being pushed. Seedoy's here. Pretty much by himself. Blink Dagger canceled. He'll pop a BKB. He'll have to turn around, try to kill off Baby Knight. 1, 2, 3 shots. Even with the Shivas, doesn't do anything. Now he's going to get into a fist fight with Jalopy right now, and that's one that Jalopy can't win. Seedoy's doing way too much damage. BKB's not helping. Here comes Kefka. Here comes Beaver, but Seedoy's still swinging. Will finally fall. It's a 2 for 2 after all said and done, but Ember Spirit still has a Divine Rapier. Jalopy does have a buyback, but man, that Gyrocopter just got torn apart. Prosto is now going to start beating down the Raxes. Jump in, Black Hole onto Beaver. Nothing to cancel it here from Solon. Beaver's going to die with no Black Hole available. Double buybacks coming in. They have to get onto this Ember Spirit, but the only tool that they have is the Black Hole. They're going to do what they can to chase down after whoever they can. She's just slowed down by the incapacitating bite. BKB now up on Kefka, and the Enchantress, as tanky as she is, should fall here. But it costs London Conspiracy 3 buybacks. Still, no melee Raxes dropped. Which is, again, very impressive, but not really going to be winning you a game. Again, London Conspiracy are in a position where they're very adamantly not losing this game, but also nowhere close to winning it. Unless they find themselves a Divine Rapier. That was some serious lag right there. It's all about Blink, Black Hole. They'll try to force out the Manta style. And they see him. Blink. Oh, at least he didn't use Black Hole. He actually jumps right back down, actually, into the Gyrocopter's hands. If he dies right now, it's a disaster. Jalopy has the Divine Rapier. Oh no! Oh no, not like this! Ember Spirit just got baited hook, line, and sinker, and now Jalopy has a Divine Rapier. There are buybacks on the Prodota side, and there are pretty much none on the London Conspiracy side. Kefka has one, that's it. But this is like the best chance that they could possibly imagine. Like, people always say, oh, you know, if they buy Divine Rapier, that's the best way for them to lose the game. They're talking about this situation right here. This is exactly what they're talking about. Because you turn on Flat Cannon right now and you just get wrecked. Seedoy's going to jump in, but Jalopy, getting a little backup. Black Hole, one-on-one versus Seedoy. Jalopy's doing quite a bit of damage here, but the Warcry's holding for right now. Death Ward as well. Seedoy is going to Satanic and start stealing a lot of life, but he'll also start missing because of the incapacitating bite. Seedoy's going to get picked off. He does have a buyback. Jalopy has already used the Satanic. It's time for London Conspiracy to fall back. I think it should be. They force out the buyback on the Sven. Everyone should get out scot-free. And this is turning into a, 33-22 game, if you guys know what I'm saying. If you guys know what I mean. They handled the Sven. The Black Hole is on cooldown. Plus, Enigma's dead. Can Prodota do anything now? Jeez, this game, man. This game is pretty sick. I think right now as the BKB dwindles on Sven, time for London Conspiracy to start thinking about some, dedicated anti-Sven tools. Sheepstick, Halberd, Ethereal Blade. I mean, that's going pretty deep, but like anything to just get him from swinging. Especially once he pops the Satanic. Like, it is difficult to race the Satanic and BKB. Once you get incapacitating... Oh, no, he has MKB, so incapacitating bite doesn't even do much. Oh, Thunder God's Wrath is there. Seedoy always spotted, and he's all alone right now. He's going to try to fight up against Jalopy, who has the Divine Rapier. He's going to get Black Hole by Magic A as well, but he's actually glimmered, so they can't see him right now. Now he's going to have a chance to pop his own Satanic. However, he's still taking way too much damage. Seedoy is going to cleave right through him. Divine Rapier, once again, picked up by the Ember Spirit. Death Ward is still being channeled right now. It will be canceled eventually. The Gyrocopter has no buyback. Kefka will expend his. Baby Knight's still alive, but the Divine Rapier switches hands right back into the clutches of the Ember Spirit, its rightful owner. 35-23, Gyrocopter down. That was Black Hole again picked up on the Rubik. It's impossible to protect your Black Hole as an Enigma if you get it stolen while you're channeling. But, yeah, the Rubik Blink Black Hole, I mean, the Blink Black Holes are going the other way. And now London Conspiracy are probably going to lose something, because they don't have enough brute force to kill off this Sven again. He's rejoined his team. They're going to smoke up, and this might be the death blow. LC need to hold for 70 seconds. They should concede these Raxes right now. Kefka also needs to not die. Smoke in, Seedoy, Warcry right onto Baby Knight right now. Force Staff immediately afterwards, stunned up regardless of that, however. Baby Knight cleaved in part by Seedoy. Oh, Glimmer Cape into the trees. Try TP out, no. They're not going to have any of that. That's instantly a couple heroes down. The Earth Spirit's going to get picked off by the Broodmother in the back. Now they're going to try to go for top Raxes. Beaver has a Black Hole right now, however, stalled up a little bit. Jump in with Seedoy, with Magic A, Enigma down, with no buyback. And, of course, the slice through on the Witch Doctor. That is game, ladies and gentlemen. Kefka cannot hold this by himself. As tanky as he is, he'll get torn apart. Everyone's dead. Takes 56 minutes, and Prodota do not have a smooth path to this victory, but they will have victory nonetheless as London Conspiracy only hold for so long. Divine Rapier picked up on Gyro. Unfortunately, he's not going to be alive to wield it. Guys, this has been game 1 in the books. Prodota winning it, albeit barely. And we are going to be moving on to game 2 to see what the hell is going to happen and what can possibly top this. I'm Mike Lower. It's been a pleasure. I'll be right back for game 2 between Prodota and London Conspiracy.